Hello, my fellow modeling and tabletop gaming enthusiasts, and welcome back to the Mediocre Modeler Show. We got another list rundown for Conflict 47 this week. We're going to be looking at the British Commonwealth. So, just a quick recap, I guess. I haven't got any more games in yet. Hopefully, this coming weekend we'll see. Been busy painting like crazy. Currently on the bench, I've got a squad of 6 Fireflies. I've got Heinrich Gross's 3 bodyguards. I've got Hellboy. I primed a bunch of stuff last night. My Roberta Wells, my Noctilben, my Tesla Stewart turret, and then I built and primed my Panther X. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. And also, after last week's episode, got myself a T-34 ZP and a squad of Daughters of the Motherland for the Soviets. So that's going to happen eventually. Probably see if I can snag a Soviet starter box for Christmas or something like that. If you haven't been on the Warlord community website in the last week or so, they've got some really great articles out now on how to use your starter army if you got the Axis or the US starter army, how to use that, and then kind of some steps and ideas you can use to add to those, to expand off them. One thing, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but this is coming out on Wednesday, the 15th of October. I'm 40 today. Woohoo! Despite my tomfoolery of the last 40 years, I've made it this far. So, yeah, you're going to celebrate with a nice dinner at home with the family. And not really a birthday party, but in a couple of days, I'm having a bunch of friends over, and I'm gonna put a movie on the projector. We're gonna watch a horror movie out in the garage, because all October long, this is like the 4th year in a row I've done this. Just all I do is stream horror movies all month. I think some of the better ones I've seen so far this year are It Feeds is pretty good. There's another one, The Vampire Lovers, from like the 1970s. That one was pretty good. I really should have done a better job of like keeping up to date on what all the horror movies that I watched this month are. But I'm not like a huge aficionado of horror movies. I just love watching horror movies during October. Part of it, I've always liked October. It's my birthday month. It starts to cool down. The leaves are turning. And then the last, 5, 6, 7 years, it's trick-or-treating, which just means we get together with some other families and walk around the neighborhood and drink while the kids get candy. It's great. I love it. Another weird thing, we used to have beggars night in my town, but we don't do that anymore as of last year because it got rained out, so they moved it to Halloween night, but then they officially moved trick-or-treating to Halloween night. So for the first time, second time, and since like the 1930s, we don't have beggars night anymore, which is kind of crazy. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and dive into the British Commonwealth Army list. For anyone the British Commonwealth is just it brings everything together. So you've got the British, Canadians, Australians, New Zealanders, South Africans, Indians, basically all of the Commonwealth forces from World War II, just under one umbrella for now. That is kind of the beauty of the living army lists, is that they can add to it and expand as needed. It's come up, I've seen it a lot on the Facebook group, specifically referring to the old SS shock trooper squads, now being just generic Volks Grenadier squads. They're awesome models. Absolutely love the models. And it is a little bit of a bummer that they don't have their own unit entry, because now you can't use them as like one of your compulsory infantry squads. But, again, the living rule set, they could change that and put out a new list, before we know it. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and dive into the British Commonwealth list. So we'll start with the Army Special Rules. We've got computational systems. And disclaimer, I have not really read through the British Army list, the British or Japanese list. I haven't gone through very, very much, but we'll do that right now. So first Army Special Rule is computational systems. British Commonwealth units with this special rule ignore the -1 to hit penalty for moving and shooting. Units must have this special rule indicated in their unit profile to benefit from it. So I'm guessing that's probably going to be your automated infantry. So basically it can act like they have assault weapons. Automated recovery. When rolling on the vehicle damage tables against British Commonwealth vehicles that are Rift units, ignore crew stunned results. The damage has no effect other than the normal pin markers inflicted for being successfully hit by ranged weapons. Well, there you go. Chance to ignore some damage. Keep calm, lads. Each time a British infantry unit on a down order receives a pin marker, roll a d6. On the roll of a 4+, immediately discard it. If it would receive multiple pin markers at once, roll for each separately. So, again, a great way to avoid pin markers if you're on a down order already. And then we have finally superior code breaking. Once per game at the start of any game turn, a British Commonwealth player may choose a die to draw from the dice bag rather than draw randomly. If the order is issued to an officer, it may not be used to initiate a snap to action ability. If there is more than one British Commonwealth player and they decide to use this ability at the same time, roll off. The winner may make use of this ability. The loser must wait for a future turn to enact their plans. So that's kind of, if you're kind of in a dire position or you really need to get that first die or you need to get the next die, you can use that ability. Okay, so to start off, we've got our HQ teams, we've got our officers, our company commander, 42, 60, and 78 points, 25mm base, standard weapon is a pistol, standard movement, standard quality, 3, 4, and 5+ damages. The options are additional soldiers with pistols for 6, 9, or 12. You can take up to 2. Replace pistol with a rifle, SMG, or assault rifle at 1, 5, and 7 points. All 3 of them, if you have 3 in the squad, can do that. And the officer may take one of the following hero stat points: Guts at 10 points or Rift Mastery at 15. And you can take Priams for the squad at 5 points. So I'm guessing that's a infantry anti-tank launcher. Then we've got a company commander in Galahad heavy armor, 80 points regular, 98 points veteran. That is an officer in grade 1 heavy power armor. 25mm base comes standard with an LMG, standard movement, standard grade 1 heavy powered armor quality, so 5+, 6+. Has heavy for the special rules, and it is a Rift unit, only if armed with a heavy Tesla rifle, and that has the Tesla arc weapon special rule. Options: you can take up to 2 additional soldiers in grade 1 heavy powered armor at 30 or 33 points each. The officer may replace their LMG with a heavy Tesla rifle for a discount of 5 points, 1 per officer, and then can take a point of Guts or Rift Mastery at 10 or 15. So squad upgrades are the Priams, anti-tank grenades at 2 points, stubborn at 1 point, and tough fighters at 1 point. And again, that is points per model, and all models have to take it if you choose it. We've got our platoon commander, who's going to be the same and have the same options as our company commander, 21, 30, and 39 points. And then we've got our officer in Galahad heavy armor, our platoon commander, so 50 and 59 points. It has all of the same rules, special rules. It is a Rift unit if you take the heavy Tesla, the heavy Tesla rifle, and the same upgrades. We've got medics at 30 points with all of the standard options for those, only available at veteran. We've got our forward observers, our artillery forward observer at 75, 90 points for regular or veteran. We have our standard options there. And can replace their pistol. They come standard with a pistol. With rifle, SMG, or assault rifle at 1, 5, or 7 points. You can take up to 2 soldiers with that observer. Same for the medic, but yeah, same upgrade options there. And you have our Air Force forward observer, 75 and 90 points. And again, same options, 2 additional soldiers, and then you have the options of replacing pistols with rifle, SMG, or assault rifle for the same points cost. And we've got our rifle squad, so our standard bog standard troops at 42, 60, and 78 points. It is an NCO and 5 soldiers. Standard weapons are rifles. Again, standard movement, standard quality. You can take up to 6 additional soldiers at 7, 10, or 13 points each. You can replace rifles with SMGs and assault rifles at 4 points or 6 points, up to the full squad, up to 12 in the squad. Up to 3 per squad may take a rifle grenade launcher at 6 points. Up to 2 can take an LMG for 15 points, and 1 can take a flamethrower at 30 points if you take the engineers option. So the squad upgrades are Priams, anti-tank grenades, stubborn engineers, and shirkers for inexperienced squads only, which gets a discount of 2 points. All right, then we've got our Galahad Armored Infantry Squad. 120 regular, 132 veteran is an NCO and 3 soldiers in grade 1 heavy powered armor. The Americans only get an NCO and 2 soldiers. They are advanced infantry, comes standard with LMGs. You got standard movement, 5+, 6+ damage, same standard morale. They are heavy. You can take up to 6 additional soldiers in grade 1 powered armor for 30 or 33 points. And our squad upgrades are Priams, anti-tank grenades, engineers, stubborn, and tough fighters. So 5, 2, 1, 1, and 1 points each. The Italian Bersaglieri squad, 136 points for an NCO and 3 soldiers in grade 1 heavy powered armor. Excuse me. Advanced infantry comes standard with an LMG, standard movement. They are 6+ and morale of 10. They are only available as veteran. Special rules are heavy and tough fighters. You can take up to 4 additional Bersaglieri in grade 1 powered armor for 34 points. And they can take anti-tank grenades for 2 points. That is their only upgrade. It was just kind of fun to say Bersaglieri. Okay, then we've got the Mark I automated infantry. So our OG automated infantry, 175 points, is made up of 5 Mark I automatons. They're specialist infantry. These come on 32mm bases. Standard weapon is an MMG. Standard movement when not lumbering, but they do have the lumbering special rules, so they're reduced to 4 inches on an advance, 8 inches on a run. They're only available at veteran, and they are 10 morale of 10, but they are fearless. Special rules are augmented computational systems, fearless, first off the line. Mark I automated infantry suffer a -1 to hit modifier when shooting. Interesting. Large and lumbering. Okay. So that's interesting. First off the line, they suffer a -1 to hit when shooting. So you're going to be standard on 5s, but you wouldn't take the -1 for moving on an advance. So you'd still be hitting on 5s if you advance because they have the computational systems rule. Interesting. And then they have lumbering, but apparently there's an option to not have lumbering. So let's see. They are a rift unit with 1 rift die, and their active rift enhancement is high voltage. When executing a fire order, a Mark I automated infantry squad may increase the shots value of their weapons by +1. If they do so after they have resolved their shooting, the unit suffers 1 hit with an equivalent pen value to the weapon fired per model in the unit. Exhaust their unit's rift die after resolving these hits. I guess I'm kind of confused on that one. If the unit itself suffers a hit, I'm assuming that's what it is. That's interesting. Furthermore, whilst a Mark I automated infantry unit has an active or surging rift die and is within 6 inches of a friendly Mark II heavy automated infantry unit with an active or surging rift die, it loses the first off the line special rule. That's kind of nice. Your surging bonus is lose the lumbering special rule. And the exhaustive penalty is may not be issued run orders. So you can take 5 additional automatons for 35 points each, and they can replace their MMGs with HMGs for 10 points per model. That'd be a pricey upgrade, but I don't know, get that pen value. That one's kind of interesting. Okay, so we got the Mark II heavy automated infantry. 126 points for 2 Mark II heavy automatons. They're specialist infantry on 40mm bases, and they come standard with light automatic cannons. They have lumbering, and their surging bonus is they lose lumbering. They are veteran with a 7+ damage value, morale of 10, and fearless. Special rules are augmented computational systems, fearless, hard to kill, large, lumbering, and wide formation. They are a rift unit with 1 rift die, and their active rift enhancement is coordinated strike. When executing a fire or advance order, a Mark II heavy automated infantry squad may ignore friendly units for determining a line of fire. Note that they still require a line of sight to their target. If this enhancement is used, exhaust one of the unit's rift die after they have executed their order. Surging bonus, they lose the lumbering special rule, but their exhaustive penalty is they may not be issued run orders. You can take up to 2 additional Mark II heavy automatons at 63 points each. That is pricey. And 1 per squad may replace their light automatic cannon with a heavy automatic cannon for 10 points. That could be fun. Get that 2-inch HE. Okay, then we've got the British Grenadiers at 95 points. For an NCO and 4 Grenadiers, they're specialist infantry on 25mm basis, come standard with assault rifles. Standard movement, quality of veteran only, so 5+ and 10. They are stubborn. They are a Rift unit if armed with heavy Tesla rifles. You can add up to 5 additional Grenadiers at 19 points. And 3 per squad may replace their rifle with a rifle grenade launcher for free. And 1 per squad may replace their assault rifle with a heavy Tesla rifle at 4 points. And they can take anti-tank grenades for 2 points. Kind of a nice, I don't want to say all-rounder, but a nice, good specialist infantry squad, K-47 infantry squad. Next, we've got the Cerberus squad at 103 points. Only comes with veteran. Consists of 1 handler and 3 war dogs. They're specialist infantry on 25mm bases. The standard weapons are the handler has a pistol, and the war dogs have teeth, which gives them a +1 pen at close quarters. Advance of 8 and run of 16 inches. Again, veteran, so 6+ damage, and they have morale of 10 and are fearless. Special rules are alert. Enemy infiltrators may not deploy within 18 inches of any force that includes a Cerberus squad. Fast, fearless, and tough fighters, the war dogs only. You may take up to 4 additional handlers with pistols for 34 points each, and you can take up to 3 additional war dogs per handler for 27 points each. Ooh, that could be a big squad. Angry dogs. Okay, so for the remainder of our infantry teams, we have the MMG team coming in at 35, 50, and 65 points. All of the standard options there. An HMG team at 49, 70, and 91 points. So MMG squad has, or the MMG team has 3 soldiers. The HMG team has 4. We've got our automated mobile platform Lancer at 99 points. It's 1 automated mobile platform. The unit type is a machine gun team on a 32mm base. Standard weapon is 3 heavy machine guns. Movement is 6 and 12. They are veteran. Their special rules are augmented, bulky. Automated mobile platforms may not be mounted in transports. Computational systems, fearless, first off the line, so they get that -1 to hit when shooting. Flak and hard to kill. They are a Rift unit with 1 Rift dies, the high voltage special ability that the Mark 1 automated infantry has. Their surging bonus is they gain the fast special rule, and their exhausted penalty is they may not be issued run orders. Anti-tank teams, we've got a Piat team at 28, 40, and 52 points, which is 2 soldiers. We've got a Super Bazooka team at 56, 80, and 104 points, which is 2 soldiers and armed with 1 Super Bazooka. Those things look kind of nasty on paper. The automated mobile platform Hunter is 84 points, which is 1 automated mobile platform. It is an anti-tank team on a 32mm base, armed with 1 light anti-tank gun, 6-inch advance, 12-inch run. They are veteran. Special rules are augmented, bulky, computational systems, fearless, first off the line, and hard to kill. They are a Rift unit with the high voltage active Rift enhancement. Searching bonus is they gain fast, and the exhausted penalty is they may not be issued run orders. Okay, we've got a sniper team. 52 points or 67, 2 soldiers. It is a sniper team. Team leader is armed with a rifle and pistol. And the assistant is armed with a pistol. Standard movement, standard quality. Special rules are infiltrator and sniper. You can replace the team leader's rifle with an anti-tank rifle for 15 points. The assistant can replace their pistol with a rifle, SMG, or assault rifle at 1, 5, or 7 points. Then we have our mortar team. So we've got a light mortar at 21, 30, and 39 points. It comes standard with 2 soldiers. We have a medium mortar at 32, 45, and 59 points with 3 soldiers, and if taken as regular or veteran, may take a spotter for 10 points. Heavy mortar at 42, 60, and 78 points is 4 soldiers. Standard movement quality. Movement being they can rotate on an advance, they can run 12, and you can take a spotter for 10 points if you take them as regular or veteran. And then we have the automated mobile platform Bombardier at 84 points. It is an automated mobile platform, 32mm base, armed with a light howitzer. Can make a 6-inch advance and a 12-inch run. It is veteran. Special rules are augmented, bulky, computational systems, fearless, first off the line, and hard to kill. Again, Rift unit with 1 Rift die with high voltage as your active enhancement. Surging bonus gain fast, and exhausted penalty is cannot be issued run orders. We have a flamethrower team at 50 and 65 points, which is 2 soldiers. And we've got our artillery. So we've got our light artillery team at 32, 45, and 59 points. 3 soldiers with 1 light howitzer, and you can add a gun shield for 5 points. So standard, advance, standard movement, so rotate on an advanced 6-inch run, standard quality. Medium artillery, 60, 85, 111 points. 4 soldiers, again, this one armed with a medium howitzer, standard movement for artillery, standard quality. Can take a spotter for 10 points if you take them as regular or veteran, and a gun shield for 5 points. Heavy artillery at 95, 135, and 176 points. 5 soldiers with a heavy howitzer. Standard, actually does not have a run, but can rotate on an advanced, standard quality. Spotter for 10 points if taken as veteran or regular, and a gun shield for 5 points. Then we get into the just standard anti-tank guns at 35, 50, and 65 points. Consists of 3 soldiers with a light anti-tank gun. Comes standard with a gun shield. Movement's the same as artillery. Medium anti-tank gun team at 49, 70, and 91 points. 3 soldiers with a medium anti-tank gun, and comes standard with a gun shield. Again, standard quality, obviously. Then we got the heavy anti-tank gun team at 70, 100, 130 points, which is 4 soldiers, and again comes standard with a gun shield. Super heavy anti-tank gun team, 98, 140, or 182 points, and it's 5 soldiers with a super heavy anti-tank gun and a gun shield standard. Then we get the M17 Tesla cannon, the big boy, at 88, 125, and 163 points. It is 3 soldiers armed with an M17 Tesla cannon, which counts as heavy artillery for the purposes of being moved by its crew. So rotate on an advance, and cannot run. Standard quality. It is a rift unit with 1 rift die and the Tesla arc weapon special ability. And if you take them as regular or veteran, you can upgrade the entire crew to wear grade 1 Galahad power armor for 15 points. Technically, it's powered armor. All right, now we're getting the fun stuff. We've got the Guardian Mark 1 Light Walker, the Coyote. 105 points regular, 126 points veteran. It is a light walker with 2 legs. Has a left arm and a right arm mounting an MMG, so it does not have their shots. And it has 1 forward-facing HMG. Advance up to 12, run 12 to 24. It is 8+ damage value, standard morale, standard quality. Special rules are single crew walker and 2-legged. So you can shoot both your weapons, but you have to shoot them at the same target. 2-legged, you can pivot once when you go in reverse. You can add an infantry flamethrower mounted to the left arm for 30 points. The Jackal Mark 1 Light Jump Walker. 105 points regular, 126 points veteran. It is a light walker with 2 legs. You have a left arm and a right arm mounting an MMG. Advance up to 12, run 12 to 24, 8+ damage, and regular quality, regular and veteran. Special rules are jump, single crew walker, and 2-legged. And you can add an infantry flamethrower mounted to the left arm for 30 points. The Mud Skipper Mark 1 Jump Walker, 290 regular, 348 points veteran. Medium walker with 2 legs. Standard weapons are left and right arms, each mounting an HMG. 2 forward-facing light automatic cannons, which must be fired at the same target. And 1 hull-mounted forward-facing MMG. 12-inch advance, 12 to 24-inch run, 9+ damage, and regular and veteran quality. Special rules are jump and 2-legged, and may replace the arm-mounted HMG with arm-mounted bazookas for 5 points each. The Percival Medium Assault Walker is 388 points. Medium walker with 2 legs, has 1 hull-mounted M17 Tesla cannon, and a forward-facing medium rocket system. And this is mounted across both arms, and a Percival may not make close quarters attacks with its arms. 12-inch advance, 12 to 24-inch run, 9+ damage, and they are veteran and morale of 10. Special rules are computational systems, so you do not suffer the -1 to shoot. Reinforced front armor and 2-legged, and it is a rift unit with 1 rift die and the Tesla arc weapon ability. The Hornet Medium Support Walker. I love this thing. 235 regular, 282 points veteran, medium walker with 2 legs. Comes with a hull-mounted heavy automatic cannon, 4 hull-mounted HMGs, and left and right arms. 12-inch advance, 12 to 24-inch run, 9+ damage value, standard quality, regular, and veteran. 2-legged, and if taken as veteran, add computational system special rule for 15 points. I was really hoping that they would add some sort of lend-lease mechanic so I could take one of these for my Marines, because I thought this would be really cool to... It'd just be perfect for Marines in the jungle. You've got the multi-shot weapons, and then you've got the 2 fists that can give them the clamps. But alas, no such thing yet. You never know yet. Excuse me. I've got it painted up in a nice 2-tone camo scheme. Looks pretty cool, but now I'm like not doing any of my other, US walkers in that same camo, so whatever. Okay, then we've got the Merlin Heavy Walker, which is 438 points. It is a heavy walker with 2 legs. Comes with a forward-facing heavy anti-tank gun, a forward-facing hull-mounted MMG, and a left arm mounting twin HMGs, and a right arm. 9-inch advance, 9 to 18-inch run. It is a 10 plus damage value, and it is veteran only. Special rules are computational systems, improved HE, so instead of HE 2-inch, the heavy anti-tank gun has HE 3-inch, and 2-legged. It is a Rift unit with 1 Rift die. The active Rift enhancement is Guinevere. Excuse me. When any vehicle damage result other than knocked out is rolled against a Merlin, it may exhaust a Rift die to ignore the result. It still receives the pin markers for being successfully hit. Well, that's a nice one. That'd be fun. And that's just your active ability. But you got to, exhaust your Rift die. Your surging bonus is it automatically passes any order test. And your exhausted penalty is must pass an order test to carry out an order, even if not pinned. I mean, the trade-off there, if it's going to get knocked out, well, okay, other than knocked out, but still, it'd be helpful. So for vehicles, we've got the Cromwell T cruiser tank at 216, 270, and 324 points. It is a medium tank with a turret-mounted M17 Tesla cannon and a forward-facing hull-mounted MMG. 12-inch advance, 12 to 24-inch run, 9 plus damage value, and standard quality. Special rules are fast. It is a Rift die only, or Rift unit only if armed with the M17 Tesla cannon. You can replace the Tesla cannon with a medium anti-tank gun and coaxial MMG for minus 40 points. And it has the improved HE instead of the HE 1-inch. The medium anti-tank gun has the HE 2-inch. You can replace the M17 Tesla cannon with a medium howitzer and coaxial MMG for a discount of 35 points. You can add a pintle-mounted MMG or an HMG for 15 or 25 points. And if taken as veteran, add computational systems for 15 points. The Churchill Meteor tank, 364, 455, or 546 points. It is a super heavy tank, comes with 1 turret-mounted medium anti-tank gun and coaxial MMG, 1 turret-mounted meteor launcher, and a forward-facing hull-mounted MMG. 6-inch advance, 6 to 12-inch run, 11 plus damage value, standard morale. Special rules are improved HE, and meteor launcher. The Churchill's meteor launcher has the howitzer special rule. When firing indirectly, it has a minimum range of 36 inches and a maximum range of 72. It is also slow. It is a Rift unit with 1 Rift die in the corrosive weapons special rule. For a discount of 35 points, you can replace the medium anti-tank gun with a light howitzer and coaxial MMG. And for 40 points, you can replace the forward-facing MMG with a vehicle flamethrower. You've got the M17 Tesla cannon emplacement for 168, 210, or 252 points. It is a medium emplacement. With a turret-mounted M17 Tesla cannon, there is no advance and no run. It is a 9 plus damage value, standard quality. Special rules are armored all around and emplacement. And it is a Rift unit with 1 Rift die with the Tesla arc weapon rule, or ability. You've got the automated carrier at 158 points, which is an anti-aircraft vehicle mounting twin light automatic cannons. While fast, it has a 12-inch advance, 12 to 24-inch run. Otherwise, it's a 9-inch advance and a 9 to 18-inch run. 7 plus damage value, and they're only veteran. And 7 plus damage value, morale of 10. Special rules are automated crew. An automated carrier can never be pinned and ignores any morale check it's called upon to make. Computational systems, fast, flak, first off the line, and turn on the spot. It is a Rift unit with 1 Rift die. The active enhancement is firing solution. When executing a fire or advance order, the automated carrier can gain a +1 modifier to its to hit rolls. If it does, exhaust the automated carrier's Rift die after resolving the order. Furthermore, Whilst an automated carrier has an active or surging rift die and is within 6 inches of a friendly Mark II heavy automated infantry unit with an active or surging rift die, it loses the first off the line special rule. Surging bonus is it gains recce, and exhausted penalty is it loses fast and may not be issued run orders. So that's yeah. We've got the Humbered Armored Car Mark 7 at 96, 120, and 144 points. It is an armored car with a turret-mounted twin light automatic cannons, 12-inch advance, 12 to 24-inch run, 7+ damage, and standard quality. Special rules are computational systems and recce. It only has computational systems if taken as veteran and armed with the twin light autocannons. For discount of 25 points, you can replace the autocannons with a light automatic cannon and coax MMG, and for a discount of 5 points, you can replace with light anti-tank gun and coaxial MMG. Transports and tows, we have the Bren carrier at 40, 50, or 60 points. Can transport up to 5. Comes standard with a hull-mounted LMG. You can transport up to 5 soldiers and tow light or medium anti-tank guns or the M17 Tesla cannon. It is open-topped and has turn on the spot, which is not applicable whilst towing. You can add a pintle-mounted LMG for 10 points and a forward-facing LMG, or replace the forward-facing LMG with an anti-tank rifle for 10 points. The Bedford QLT troop transport at 35, 44, and 53 points. Can transport up to 29 soldiers, and it can tow light howitzers, light or medium anti-tank guns, or light anti-aircraft guns, and can take a pintle-mounted LMG with 360-degree arc of fire for 15 points. And then finally, we have the lowly ubiquitous Jeep at 14, 18, and 22 points, and can transport up to 3 soldiers. So that is our British Commonwealth list for Konflikt 47. Churchill Meteor Tank sounds pretty cool. The Cromwell T sounds pretty cool. The Merlin sounds pretty cool. The Hornet's pretty cool. I guess just personally, the automated, I was about to say nothing really stands out to me. I mean, the automated infantry is kind of cool. Don't get me wrong there. That's kind of neat. I think, yeah, I already got Soviet stuff, so, we'll see what happens. Maybe someday I'll get on the Commonwealth train. It'd be kind of fun to have all 5 of the starter armies. We'll have to see. So, yeah. Another thing I just remembered. Today, the day that this video is out, Cobia is scheduled to be heading back to Manitowoc from dry dock. So I thought that was pretty exciting that was going to happen on my birthday. So check out the Wisconsin Maritime Museum Facebook page for updates on that. Weather permitting, so hopefully that didn't get delayed, but that is pretty cool that she's heading back today. So that's awesome. I'm trying to think if there's just anything else. I already talked about what I've been working on this week so far. Hopefully getting together with some buddies on Saturday. They're doing a heresy event, but one of my buddies wants to see Konflikt 47, so I'm going to do my best to make it out there to give them a demo or two of Konflikt 47. So, yeah. As always, thanks for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on the British Commonwealth list down below. And as always, thanks everyone for all the comments. It's fun getting to interact with everybody and hear everybody's opinions on stuff. So, yeah. So, yep. All that standard YouTube stuff. Check the links down in the description below for social media and that Warlord Games affiliate link. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Y'all take care of that. I know that. I mean, we're definitely climbing up there. I mean, like 530 something followers already. So we're going to end up at like 600 before we know it. So that's going to be pretty cool. So, yep. All right. Well, I got a busy second half of this week, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to get cracking on some painting here. I guess it's only Tuesday right now, but Wednesday when you're watching this. So, yeah. So until next time, folks, may your paints be thin, your brushes be pointy, and your dice be hot.